I had another entirely different video that I wanted to do today. I thought this mega march was all said and done, but what I'm seeing right now is fucking disgusting, and there's no other way to put it. In what more can you really say? These fucking animals are just running around causing absolute chaos. And yeah, cops are there. They aren't doing much about this shit. First things first here, this one was the first one that I seen, and it was absolutely goddamn disgusting. So this guy was getting accosted. You can see just beforehand. Yeah, he was walking down the street. That group of fine individuals there were running up behind him, pushing him, punching him. One even decided to give him a roundhouse kick with some of the best form you'll ever see in your entire life. And then, yeah, he gets sucker punched in the back of the head. And then right up here is the aftermath of that. I'll go ahead and play a part of the video here once we get to some Twitter feed videos, but all of this stuff is really late breaking, and I don't really have any sort of concrete articles of this. I just decide I have an entire video I was going to do about voting here earlier. Maybe we'll get that tomorrow if there isn't any kind of fucking widespread bombing that doesn't happen in fucking Washington right now. This is absolutely probably the worst thing that I've ever seen doing any of these videos right now. First, we'll just run through the article here to see if we can kind of make sense of whatever the fuck is happening right now. Like I said in my previous video there, when, all the sun was out, everybody was absolutely fine. Nothing was going on. And then as soon as the sun started to go down, like you see here in the picture, the beforehand, the sun's starting to go down, and then all of the fucking thugs start coming out. A group of leftist protesters rioters, precursors to rioters, attacked numerous Trump supporters who finished taking part in a rally on the streets in Washington, D.C. on Saturday. In one of the most graphic attacks, a man who tried to fight off an attack is hit in the back of the head with the shittiest sucker punch that just kind of turned into a clothesline, had his face bashed apart on the fucking sidewalk, and was left bloodied and dazed, while at least 2 women kicked him in the back of the head because they're all just such great people. These are the people who are claiming that they want unity at all costs. Do you really think that they want unity, or do you think that they really want submission? I just want you guys to think about that for a hot second, because really their actions speak a lot louder than their words do. Oh, we should just, unify under the banner of Joe Biden. Well, guess what? This is the kind of shit that fucking goes on right now. Everything's in fucking chaos right now. There is nothing going on right now that's showing any sort of unity from the left right now. All they want is for you to be, well, eventually dead. They don't want you around, okay? Just fucking watch. There's nothing that they're doing right now that promotes any sort of unity. Several videos captured numerous attacks by protesters, rioting thugs, animals that were chasing Trump supporters out of the rally. As a group made their way into their vehicles earlier in the day, thousands of Trump supporters had gathered in D.C. for a rallying supporting U.S. President Donald J. Trump. Violence broke out as the rally ended, and animals could come out from the fucking street corners, and the fucking thugs, just disgusting, just packs of animals. And this isn't a racial thing, okay? You can see all of the fucking subservient white people in the back, and this guy's just trying to de-escalate the situation by walking away, but that is not at all what's fucking happening. Oh, yeah, you know what? You want to make it a race thing? How about that? You see the fucking people with Mike Pence and Donald Trump out now signs in the back. Black Lives Matter on some crusty old white bitch right there. Yeah, meanwhile, accosting a mixed race family. Okay, should you have your kids out to this rally that you knew eventually was going to turn violent because Antifa and Black Lives Matter can't keep their fucking noses out of anything? No, you probably shouldn't be bringing your kids there, but you also shouldn't have to, cower in your fucking houses and stay on Twitter. Well, we'll get to Twitter, because right now I am about yay close to never logging on to that fucking atrocious site. Black Lives Matter protesters harassed a black woman wearing a Trump jacket and pushing a stroller through Black Lives Matter Plaza. And that's why we will never have unity, because the political messages from one side are blasted all over the fucking street. And in New York City, when they're protected by 27 armed police officers, do you really think that they ever want us all to come together? No, you have to bow to them, and I will not. And I will keep fucking showing these videos, because you know what? Tomorrow, the first thing you're going to see is just that first shot, the thumbnail that I had in my first video there. You're just going to see, massive gathering where you're just going to have a bunch of super spreader events, because as soon as they lose the argument, they automatically pivot back to, COVID-19. You're just going to kill grandmother. Meanwhile, go back, what was it, last weekend? The far distant past there, when Joe Biden, was anointed president-elect by the fucking media. Well, all of a sudden, look at all of these people celebrating in the streets, sharing fucking champagne bottles. Not all of them were masked, of course, but most of them, they were mostly masked protests when they were down there beating up a fucking pillow of Donald Trump, you bunch of fucking children. A group of anti-Trump, protesters began harassing a black woman wearing pro-Trump clothing while she pushed a baby stroller through Black Lives Matter Plaza near the White House on Saturday. A family had just left the Million MAGA March. The video, tweeted by Daily Caller journalist Shelby Talcott, shows the woman and her young daughter walking down a street in Washington, D.C., pushing a baby stroller. A woman to the right, can be seen taking cell phone pictures of the family. "Get the fuck out of the way of my family," the mother says. As others begin to crowd around her, the mother continues yelling. As a man and a woman approach her family from behind, a man with a "Don't Tread on Me" flag steps in and attempts to intervene in the conflict. The video shows the woman attempted to steal the flag from the man, and the fight breaks out. Another Daily Caller video shows the danger the BLM protesters put the family in during the fight. The man with the flag is pushed backwards and falls on a young girl. Just no regard for human life. They don't care. Like, honestly, everything going on beforehand, when they were just smashing up windows, when they make sure that even their venerated black businesses get fucking burnt to the ground because they don't care. They're just fucking disgusting anarchists. And you know what? When these lawsuits finally get settled, it doesn't much matter. They don't care who the fucking president is. You seen all the graffiti that was out there that was "Fuck Biden, there's no president anyways." And yet you don't have the police officers doing anything. Well, what you're seeing right now, they're trying to do something. So let's just wade into the fact that we got these shitty fucking Twitter videos out there that are equal parts. If you go into the trending tab right now, there's 250,000 tweets out there with Antifa right now. And we'll get to that because Twitter is, like I said before, just an absolute cesspool where they just try to raise your blood pressure. And it's obviously effective if you guys have been watching this long. But what they're doing, just mixing in these fucking socialists who want to see this and who are actively cheering it on. You don't believe me? Fine, we'll just go right into the videos. How about in DC, you're a cunt? Black Lives Matter sweeping vile and racist rhetoric towards a black female Trump supporter. This is the unity Joe Biden spoke about and then the left is advocating for, right? Yeah, exactly. Or, how about this? Hundreds of Antifa and Black Lives Matters have swarmed the Capitol Hilton Hotel in an effort to intimidate Trump supporters. Accosting the building. Laser pointers are pointing in an attendee's room, as you see there. High-powered laser pointers, so anybody who's, trying to have a peaceful evening, they might not even be there for the Trump rally anyways. But, guess what? They get accosted because, I don't know, you guys can afford a fucking hotel. How about we move along to, this disgusting display. Make sure that I have the audio turned down. Yep, okay, they are just merely walking out. Do you think that they're causing any problems? No. And you know what they try to do? They go after the girl because, you know what? They're a bunch of fucking cowards. And then shower them with water or whatever the fuck they have in their little bottles. Now, there was a video that I watched yesterday of a fucking feminist pouring, diluted bleach on people? Yeah, exactly. So who fucking knows what they're throwing around in the air? It's disgusting. And at least, the police are out there right now doing something about it. They finally started to engage the cops. I'll turn that off. They finally started to engage the cops, and then guess what? Finally. They're using great pepper spray. What happened to the $100,000 worth of crowd control munitions that they bought prior to this? I guess Muriel Bowser decided that it isn't such a great idea to use all of this stuff. It is just disgusting. Here, we'll play a little bit of this. This was the first slide of pictures that I showed you. This is the poor prick who ended up getting his fucking dome caved in by this savage. Just, boom. Guess what? Yep, exactly. Now I'll just go ahead and zoom this ahead where he actually regains consciousness. And, he has his face fucked up because of that. And he's totally fucked up. And that's enough of that because that's fairly fucking disturbing. And now they're just accosting people at restaurants. I can't believe this is what's fucking going on right now. And like I said before, okay, what do you have here on the trending tab? You have some inconsequential fucking college football game. Then you have nearly 300,000 Antifa tweets, and then right underneath it, 61,000 Nazi tweets because, oh, guess what? Yeah, we can never have any sort of bad things about Antifa or Black Lives Matter right there. Guess what? You know how many fucking tweets are still going out about this MAGA march right now? Just because, yeah, the fact of the matter is, yeah, there's Trump supporters out there, they're getting beat up, but Twitter won't tell you that, but as soon as you go into the trending tab, yeah, they'll make sure to tell you that there's no evidence of voter fraud. So let's just peek into this Antifa tab right now. Yeah, what's the one right up at the top? BLM and Antifa are trending. This should go without saying that, but wanting black people to be treated better and being against fascism are good things. This fucking guy doesn't get it, but what can you expect from a fucking communist? He has the hammer and sickle in his fucking name tag. And then, oh yeah, oh, until you MAGA morons provide some BLM and Antifa name tags, identification, and bags of soup that prove that there's not just right-wing cosplay idiots, go sell. I can't believe somebody is that fucking stupid, thinking that, jacking somebody in the face is something that somebody who would be cosplaying, they'd be setting all of this stuff up. It is confounding. I cannot express to you. Like, we just, keep going down. Okay, yeah, there's a couple of videos there. And it doesn't take that long, and you start getting pro-Antifa accounts because you can actually openly advocate for violence on Twitter. It is a disgusting, evil cesspit. There's nothing good you can say about Twitter at this point. All they do is try to divide people. Yeah, as you can see here right now, it'll eventually eclipse 300,000 tweets, and I'm sure it'll get taken off the What's Happening tab very shortly, but that's enough of this stuff. I want you guys to just understand that there is significant violence happening in Washington right now. And it's only 8:30 local time there. It's 5:30 local here. And I don't know. I'm sure somebody will probably get shot overnight. So if I have to report on this in the morning, yeah, that'll be something to look forward to. But I'll leave you on the wise words of Cuzler. Trump supporters go to BLM Plaza wearing MAGA hats and Trump shirts knowingly and on purpose. Make sure you don't express your First Amendment rights. Just submit. Because all they want is unity, right? Uniformity. That's what they want. They don't want to come together. They want you to just adhere to what they're selling. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful Saturday night. If you are currently being accosted by any of these assholes, make sure that you stand your ground. Thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.